So last night I saw this post and it said that Cody Rhodes went on an Ariel Helwani show and said that Cody Rhodes believes that there's no, but there's, he said that there's no other person better than booking shows than Triple H when it comes to WWE. But, you know, Braun Strowman being based as usual, he said that the ratings say otherwise, LOL. Now, of course, I mean, I'm not really sure why he's saying this, considering that he has a show on USA Network that also helps to pay his bills. But the truth is the truth, you know, it's still the truth. Braun Strowman's usually hilarious. He speaks out in the most funny ways, because whenever he speaks out, or you know, he corrects somebody's lies, it's always so out of nowhere. It's hilarious. Braun Strowman's a really funny person. But yeah, I mean, that Cody Rhodes, you know, he not only is he like lying right here, but I truly believe the only reason why he has, you know, why he has the goal to say this is because he's like champion right now. Cody Rhodes is the champion, so it's easy to say that someone's booking great when they only book you great. Actually, Cody Rhodes doesn't even get booked great. He's just a champion. You know, Cody Rhodes, he gets booked to do minimal, but then he gets praised a lot, just like a lot of the other people on the main roster. Also, Triple H said that Obafemi is going to be one of the biggest stars in history, but the only problem is that should be damn near 90% of the roster, but he doesn't put any effort into that, just the ones that he handpicks. But for Cody Rhodes to say something like that, you know, it just showed Cody Rhodes and Paul Heyman. You know, Paul Heyman said that too, and they talk about how hard his job is. But then at the same time, we see week to week that nothing's even being done. We see a champion in Liv Morgan who hasn't been booked to defend in 2 months. We see a tag team division that outwardly spoke out about the lack of competition and how the tag team division is frustrated. We see people all the time talk about how they have no creative direction. We had Tiffany Stratton say that she had no creative direction and that her title reign meant nothing to her because the company didn't care. We had Jade Cargill say outwardly that she wishes to wrestle more, but the company keeps not booking her. We see all of these things. But it's the fans taking it too seriously, and Triple H is the best of all time when it comes to creative, but yet no stars are being made. And when it comes to storylines, either stuff happens or it happens way too late, or it happens but like a year after, or it'll be built to until nobody cares anymore. That's not long-term storytelling. That's box booking. That's short term. That's short term. And then on top of that, he'll book a storyline and then have the build be a million years, and then have those same people in that story go on side quests for no reason, and then come back to the story, and then the crowd doesn't care anymore. How's that great? How's that the greatest of all time? I'm confused. I'm confused here. Of course, Cody Rhodes is going to say that. He's the golden boy. It was a different time earlier this year when Drew McIntyre was champion. Of course, Drew McIntyre was done dirty because Triple H doesn't like him. He's in the same boat with Karrion Kross because he had the nerve to get over organically, and he doesn't bend the knee. But Drew McIntyre's champion changed a lot of things. You know, it brought intrigue. It brought up attendance records. You know, it brought up the attendance. I'm just lost, you know, but of course we got our favorites not being pushed. We got people like Jey Uso being pushed, but then you got people like Ilya Dragunov being disrespected and say he's interchangeable, but yet they're trying to force feed us a Jey push that already failed before. They put him with Jimmy Uso around WrestleMania season of this year. Nice. Why are they doing it again when it already failed? I don't know. Why did Jey Uso say that he was gassed? He was giving bad performances. Now he's coming back to say, yeah, well, y'all hate me now. Yeah, I'm too good. Yeah, King of the Ring. Yeah, it's just y'all hating. But then Jey Uso went on Cody's podcast and said that, yeah, I wasn't giving the best performances. I was always gassed. When people tell the truth, You know, like they tell the truth and it's still cope from other people. People keep saying Jey Uso hate is forced, but then you had Jey Uso saying that he was giving bad performances. You can't pick both. You can't agree with somebody when they tell you they suck, and then when other people say they suck, it's hate. Like, it's weird. Tiffany Stratton legit said that, yeah, her title reign was bad because creative had nothing for her. But when the audience and the fans were saying it, it was hate. It's weird to me. So it's only hate when people with eyeballs see it, but it's not hate when I just don't understand. See, this is why people's opinions don't matter when it comes to what's negative or not, because the negativity ends up being the truth. And then those same people who kept saying you're hating, they disappear. We legit got Triple H calling up people with zero plan for them whatsoever. Joe Hendry and Obafemi are possibly going to be sucked into the vortex. And then on top of that, the best way that I could explain it personally is like a prison. Cody Rhodes being champion, you know, like the way it's been going, the same promo, the same so-and-so, you know, walk out in the suit acts where the audience wants to talk about love and respect. I respect you. I respect the audience. I respect the cameraman. I respect the janitor. I respect Booker T. I respect Shawn Michaels. I respect so-and-so. I respect Joe Tessitore. I respect Wade Barrett. I respect Joe. You know, it's just the same. Just the same thing over and over again. And then he was like, enough, as like an angry dad when he's heard enough. And then he'll so you want to have a match, so be it. But it's just the same. It just truly feels like a prison, and the ratings don't go up. Like the ratings are just tired too. Everybody's tired, and it just keeps being forced every time. It's just miserable. So when we saw Drew McIntyre as a champion, it was just something fresh and something different. The championship stays on the same exact person, and it just feels like torture. When we got Drew as champion, cool. Like, everyone was happy about that. People overseas were happy about it. People in America were happy. We're finally getting something new. Cody allegedly politicked the title off of Drew just for something at Mania with Randy, which ended up being one of the worst main events that I've seen in a while. Probably worse than John and Cody at WrestleMania 41. So yeah. Just all lies, man. Just all lies. It's really nothing new. Every single week we get the same thing from Cody. And then when it comes to the matches, it's cool and everything, but Cody Rhodes' matches aren't even enticing anymore either. And then afterwards he'll be the hero and be the Superman and be the. It's just a manufactured reboot of John Cena, like the same thing we've already seen with the hustle, loyalty, and respect. It's tired. It really is, man. You fixate on the new talents. You fixate on the Sol Rukas, the Javon Evans, but you don't have any plans for anybody. You try to force feed Sol Ruka into her spot, but Sol Ruka's telling you that she's not ready. Obafemi is already possibly about to be in the bloodline in the vision vortex. Joe Hendry, who has no business being in a tag team whatsoever, is in the vision vortex. Sol Ruka has told Triple H multiple times that she's not ready. So whenever she botches, she gets harassment from the audience, which is not fair to her. She legit she had to private her damn social media because she got harassed online because it looked like she injured Liv, and so she had to private her account on Twitter because she kept getting threats and stuff. But then what do? Sol Ruka says she's not ready. She says she's anxious. You give her a championship. How the hell is that? I don't get it. So all right, Sol Ruka, you're nervous? Okay, cool. I'll give you a championship, which means that you're more obligated to fight at a level that you're not ready for. Totally. How does that help? I don't know. Javon Evans, he has no creative direction. He recently had a match with Austin Theory for no reason. Just because, and just impromptu, you're going to join the Vision. How's that a storyline? It's not a storyline. Javon Evans spent his first like 5 months on the main roster fighting the Grande Americanos and what else? Tag team matches with no story. Like Rayo, Bravo, El Grande, Rayo, El Grande, El Grande tag team match, Dragon League tag team match, Penta tag team match, 3-man tag team match, 2-man tag team match, exhibition, 6-man tag team match. That has literally been Javon Evans' whole booking since he's got to the main roster. So like, come on now. Greatest booker of all time. Like that is when you play with the audience intelligent like that, it kind of just makes me upset. It really does. Try to, I don't know, just insult. I don't like my intelligence being insulted. So when that happens, it just kind of irritates me. They're greatest of all time, but 0 stars get made. Heel turns happen and it goes nowhere. And then it's the fans' fault. You take it too seriously. Yes, when something's bad, we're taking it too seriously. Man, the cope is out of control. The lack of accountability.